I always fail in this sport. Hey, so I've been pretty quiet actually. I've recorded basically nothing up until this point for the European part. A few reasons. I just haven't really wanted to get the camera out. I mean, it's not like it's difficult because all I'm doing is showing my life day to day, and I think more than anything, I'm lying to you there. They've asked me to be team captain and I'm been a bit like up and down. Do I really want to be the team captain? But then it is a bit of an honour because to captain your country is quite a big thing. But then I'm like, do I really want to do it? I've been really split on it. And I think it's actually messed me up like a little bit because I'm just like, I don't know if I'm that guy. But then I figured they've asked me for a reason, so I'm going to do it. But yeah, no, day before the heat's looking good. Pretty strong field. I'm not sure how they've done the rankings because yeah, it's definitely not done by how people are running this year. It's done from the previous year, I think. So it should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just mellow, really. I think I'm just pretty mellow. I feel like I've got a job to do and I'm just trying to keep my if I'm honest, I'm just there. I'm just in like a bit of a zombie mode where I'm just chilling out, doing nothing, doing my own thing. And I'm excited only because I know that I have to be here because if I tire myself out, it's heat, semis and final. And I just want to keep, like I said last week when I ran Stockholm, I let the highs get too high and I just got emotionally a bit charged. So I'm just making sure that I just stay there, just simmer the pot. Get up for the race, come back, get the job done. And that's where my mindset's gone. So I'm about to do my shakeout now and get that done. And then I've got this speech that I have to do later on to like 100 plus people. And I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna get it done. I'll get it done.
What I was looking for a person of character. That's what I was looking for. And also, I wanted a person that was respected by their teammates. So I was looking at the list, looking at the names, and one name jumped out of me. The two, but one name stuck with me. And then, so I spoke to him. He was a little bit surprised initially, contemplated it, and then agreed to do it. So your team captain, the person that's representing you, is Elliot Giles.
So for those that don't know me, I'm Elliot. I'm a recovering awkward person and I hate two things: team speeches and I hate giving them even more. But I have one question. Have you ever wondered what you'd be doing if you wasn't an athlete? I often think about it and I think life would be quite boring, but here we are in Rome and we're about to compete for our country. It's pretty cool when you think about it. But the single most important thing I want to share with you is that we're all here for a reason, and it's to represent our country. Today I want to speak to you about our sport. Now I'm not going to give you a sub-story, I'm not going to tell you how to do your event, and I'm not going to tell you to change anything. But I'd like to remind you, we all have a story in our sport. Mine started here at this very championships in 2016. I came to the Euros with a personal best of 147, and it was my first ever GB best at age 22. And for those of you trying to work it out, yes, I'm now 30. But a long story short, I walked away with a bronze medal, and I'm now here 8 years on and no more medals. But with an understanding that nothing is guaranteed in our sport, the start line doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care how hard you've worked, how much you want it. You just have to play the cards you've dealt, seize the opportunity and play the hand you have. I've been reluctant to speak to you all about my story because I've come to realise over the years we all have one. We have different paths navigating our way to the start line, throw a circle or runway, but we all find ourselves here ready to represent Great Britain. We are here now and everyone's path is different, and it's not what you go through, but it's how you get through it that counts. A reminder to the younger athletes, you're not just here to take part. Once you've navigated your heats, take on your fuel, hydrate and rest up. Remember, control your emotions. I believe your emotions are your imagination running wild and it can tire you out. Take each round seriously and do not have the mindset of just taking part. We're winners. And I'd like to finish by thanking all the staff for all the work you do behind the scenes, especially the last few days dealing with the flight situation. And I'd like to congratulate everyone for making the team and being selected for the championships, whether it's your first or you've been here before. Let's get the job done. Thank you.
Elliot, that looked like a compete there? It looked quite stacked.
Yeah, it was a weird one. I think when you're running Diamond Leagues, it's so different. So going back to the tactical one, it's like shit. There was too much time to think. So I ran like a bit of a donkey, but I put myself in a position where I knew I could hold it regardless of what happened. So I did that. I let the boys. I kind of made a move before 400, which is stupid in our sport. But I knew that it's going to be really scatty on that back straight. So I'd rather command a position from there than risk having to do.
Because you moved up before the belt, didn't you?
Yeah, you shouldn't really do that.
Yeah. Why? Just because it takes a bit of energy.
It takes that last kick out, but I knew the time. I knew how it felt. So I just went. I decided to go for it. And yeah, felt good.
Did you feel people coming up at you at the end?
Yeah, but
Have you seen the race back?
I watched it and I knew that I was fine. I knew if I needed to, I could put in another surge, but we've got 3 rounds every consecutive days. The more I extend now, the less I have the next round.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I knew that I was comfortable.
Yeah.
I knew they were closing. I knew if I had to, I could put in another gear. I didn't want to put that gear in. I want to save that. So, pardon, brother. So I let Ben come around me with 122. I figured I can just nail him.
Yeah.
And then I knew there was no way 2 guys would have passed me. Not with my finishing kick, so I just tried to hold.
You must be quite confident at the moment because you seem in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I think confidence can be an illusion to failure, and it can give you a sense of security. I'm not confident at all. I stand in that start line with the same respect for a 150 guy to I do a 143 guy.
You've still got those nerves, even though you know that physically you're in quite good nick at the moment.
Yeah, I think the moment I lose them, the moment I stop, I think if I don't have the nerves, and I can't get up for it, and I can't race, so yeah, the nerves are there for sure.
One last question.
Yeah.
Athletes come through here, they're all knocking back supplements and stuff. You've got a cherry gel there at the moment. You just had a boiled egg a moment ago while we were talking. It seems quite unusual for...
Yeah, an egg's the best source of protein. I think
old school.
I think the reality is we're forced into buying supplements.
Yeah.
Cherry active we can't really replicate, but you don't need to have a protein shake. The best source of fuel is real food, so a protein shake is just full of shit in there. I'm being honest, I'm being blunt.
Yeah.
It's full of all sorts of nonsense you don't need, even like electrolytes.
Well, it's an egg, boiled egg, you can't get any better than that.
Okay, so Pete's navigated safely. Now it's time to... You haven't seen me on this, so there hasn't been much before this, but it's time to ice bath. Here is a setup in the hotel. That's ice. We're looking at... Okay, so we're in, it's about 10 degrees. It's not too cold, I'm not questioning life. Got semis tomorrow, good sleep tonight. No Wi-Fi in my room, could be worse. Life's good, I'm in a good place. We'll get the job done tomorrow. I'm out. See you tomorrow.
Elliot Giles, well, he's in good form. He was 5th in Oslo last week in 3:31 over 1,500 metres. He's run 1:44 a couple of times this year.
You
But my honest thoughts straight after that race is I kind of question, will I always fail in this sport? I'm content knowing that it's not guaranteed, but and I've tasted failure so many times, and I just keep coming back, and I'm gonna keep coming back. I just wonder, I know it's not guaranteed, but I'm gonna keep pushing, man. I've got to, man. Frustrating. I kind of struggle because I'm not a spring chicken. I've been in the sport for so long. I've got the experience. I've been there when they won the t-shirt. I know what needs to be done. And yet, mistakes are still being made. A tough one there, mainly because heats went really well, semis went really well. Felt great going into that final. Legs just failed me, but the question is why did my legs not quite give me what I needed, but the others did? I wasn't nervous. Had no issues going into it. Felt good. I've been strong. I've been running bloody 3:31 in the 1500. I mean, I'm strong enough. None of the other guys could do that, so strength wasn't an issue. I just don't know. I don't feel like there's I know there's not a psychological issue. I had no nerves. I approached that race like I would any other race. I don't have a bloody answer. I know I'm just gonna keep coming back till I get it right, and even then it's not guaranteed. So I guess this is the other side of the sport that I vowed to show, the highs and the lows, and just like that, it's over in a flash.